give them a lot of respect, okay? Because you were going to learn something beautiful. Miigwech.
Henche, Nyaweskano, Himiko Nikyason, Ononawaga ni Akenesiyo. Hello, my friends and relatives. I'm thankful you are well and here. My name is Himiko. It means Eagle King. I'm from the Seneca people of upstate New York, and I'm also Muskogee Creek from Oklahoma. This is my brother Samsoji, and we are the Sampson Brothers. That was my best intro yet. So, we are hoop dancers by nature, and so as the story goes, hoop dancing is both storytelling and healing. And so we're gonna do a couple of those things for you guys tonight, right here. So what we're gonna do for you guys is share a couple of stories and also a little bit of healing energy, okay? So, they say hoop dance is storytelling and healing, but I would argue that any dance is storytelling and healing. For instance, you guys ready? Watch this. Right. So, some of you may not know it, but that dance very well has a story, has a context, it comes from somewhere, and so we can teach each other, we can learn from that. But even more so, it created energy in the room. Some of us smiled, some of us laughed, some of us roared. And so, that energy is the same exact thing that we do with our hoops, except we have hoops as instruments to help catalyze and tell our stories. And so what we're going to do for you guys first is tell a poem that I wrote in college. So this poem I wrote about my father, and my father passed away when I was very, very little. I wasn't but 2 years old, and so I didn't get to grow up with him and learn from him or laugh with him. But in my adulthood, people that knew my father would look at me with shock and awe, and they say, "Man, this is wild because you look, walk, talk, and act just like your father." And I thought that was so cool to be seen in the same light as my father. And so in those moments when people say that to me, I feel like me and my dad are together. And so I wrote a poem about those moments, and this is that poem. In this poem, you'll also hear some beautiful voices. It's gonna sound different. And how many of you guys know what Inuit is? Inuit. Yeah, Inuit is a people from way up in northern Canada. And they're traditional, they're indigenous people of northern Canada. And so they have their own culture, their own beautiful way of storytelling. And so we came across these beautiful singers in our past and our journeys, and they heard my poem, and they really liked it, and they wanted to translate it into their language, but also into their singing style. And so that's the first thing you will hear is actually throat singing from way up northern Canada. So without further ado, this is I Know This Man by the Sampson Brothers. I know this man who knows me more. It is through my blood he again walks this earth. And here's a vision of showing the world what Native American really means. Like a photograph, his image lives in me. I carry his voice, his trouble, his glee, his towering persona is all that is me. So much that when I weep, he cries and comforts. star winked at me and made me shiver. But just then, a brisk black breeze gave a voice to the trees, and the tallest pine seemed to lean and whisper. I know this man. This man is a younger me. My father had spoke to me. And through the whispers of the bristles in the trees, I could hear it clear as day. He said to me, son, there's gonna come a time and a place when the world must face a challenge like never in existence. It's here and now, and the sad thing is, we know who did the bad thing is, and they're staring in that muddy reflection. I don't say it just for mine, but I say it for you and yours protection. You got a job on this earth, you're a part of this world, and it's hard, but it's worth it. We're all one human race. Time to get with the pace and start healing these once beautiful nations. Mado, Yahweh, Miigwech. Thank you. Cool. All right, just a show of hands real briefly, I want to see, how many of you guys have ever seen hoop dancing before? Yeah, right on. Okay, of you guys, how many of you guys know where hoop dance comes from? Oh, maybe not all of us. All right, cool. Well, here's a chance to learn something really cool. Anishinaabe people have a creation story, and right after a creation story comes the story of the hoop, and the hoop introduction of how this one brother of the one that created the world around us was able to emulate and teach people about how to work with the world around them and how the world functions and the processes that it goes through and the cycles that we go through as far as our seasons. And so this one individual was able to teach about the world around us with the use of this hoop. And that comes from Anishinaabe people. That very well goes back to time immemorial. And so very other cultures around the world as well have the hoop as part of their culture. They just teach about it in a different way. And so that's what we are here to present to you right now, is these different perspectives, these different views of the world make the world around us. Okay, we're gonna go to geometry class real quick, okay? Yeah, I know, right? So, here's the fun one, all right? Some of you older cats might get this, but some of you young ones, this is a chance to learn something new, all right? You guys can shout this out. How many sides are in a triangle? 3. How many sides are in a square? 4. How many sides are in a pentagon? 5. What about an octagon? 8. What about a decagon? 10, yeah. Okay, cool. So, from the triangle to the square to the pentagon to the octagon to the decagon, the more and more sides that you add to a shape, the more and more it starts looking like a circle. All right, now here's your bonus question of the day. How many sides are in a circle? 0, 2, 4, 1. The answer is infinity. A circle is defined as a shape with infinite sides and infinite angles. That means it goes on forever, all right? We as indigenous people, we have the same teaching about this hoop. We say that it is perpetual, meaning it has no end and it has no beginning. So, these two types of things are very well said from the same thing. I have my teaching from this world, and there's the same teaching from another world. And when they collide, and we start to see, we start to understand the common ground that they share, the more and more we learn about each other's world, the more we understand the connections to each other's world, but also we see our world from another dimension. And you will literally start to see another world take shape. The more and more people you run into, the more and more information you learn, you will literally see a world take shape. All right, so the more and more you learn from each other, the more and more we share about each other, the better understanding we have of our world, okay? So, that was a brief lesson in hoop dancing. And so, hoop dancing was a way to traverse language barriers. For instance, if I hold this shape up, shout out the first shape that you guys see. Tell me what shape this is. All right. I heard all the little kids shout it out. All your older kids, you're slacking. All right. So that was something really cool because yes, this is in fact Mickey Mouse. All right. So our kids will teach us something that we don't necessarily remember all the time. Is that we all have courage. We all have bravery beyond all measure. We all have the capacity to try something new. And that's bravery. That takes that brave step of trying something new. All right. But this is also the shape of something very important to all of us. This is also the molecular shape of water, H2O, all right? Remember that when you get into chemistry class and tell your teacher, I heard that H2O looks like Mickey Mouse, is that true? And they'll say, well, actually, yeah, it really does. So, this is also what gives water its beautiful nature and all of its characteristics and all the things that we can go into that, but that's a whole nother subject. So, like I said, there's so much that you can do with hoops as far as teaching about each other and the world around us. So I'm going to do for you guys a contemporary story, okay? Hoop dance is usually done when all the hoops start on the ground. And because these hoops represent our world and everything in it, every single one of you has a side in my hoop as well as I have a side in your hoop. And so to show respect for each other and the world and the earth itself, we don't take anything from anybody without giving something first, or at least offering something. And so we give energy that comes from our heart, and it goes through our soul, which is the bottom of our foot. It goes into the hoop and into the earth. It reciprocates back, and it allows us to pick this up to help tell our story, all right? And so that's what a traditional hoop dance usually is. You'll see that all the hoops start on the ground. We'll pick them up, we'll put them together, and we'll make shapes that symbolize things in nature, showing how we're all connected, but even more so, how we all have our own story, and we all come from someplace very unique. We're all special. So, this story that I'm going to share with you guys is a contemporary story. So I'm going to start with the hoops all on me, and then I'm going to cycle back through them and go back through, start and make a flow back from our simple foundations, okay? So, give me 1 second, I'm going to put all my hoops on. Sam's going to start the track, and he's going to play some flute for you guys, all right?
thank you for that. We will be doing that again later this evening. You get to see the whole thing in effect. Right now, we're going to bring up a good friend, good family-long friend, Mr. Keith Secola.
That was beautiful. Wasn't that entertaining and really good? And then after when we're done, we're going to do a hoop extravaganza today, you think? Yes? All right. We've been playing with the Sampson Brothers, and we're family, and I've been playing with them since they were little boys, and so they're bigger than me now. Here's some Anishinaabe for you up here. The first, to say hello in the language, we say bonjour. Everybody say that. Bonjour. And then to say goodbye in a dialect of the language is bamapi. Bamapi. And so in the song I'm going to say that, okay? And then you guys, after a couple times, I'm going to ask you to sing along. But Sam is going to play the flute, and Chaz is going to play the bongo drums. We have a lot of fun playing music, and I play for everybody. I was just in California 2 days ago in San Francisco by the bridge, and I played out there, and then I was in Minneapolis, and now I'm here, and it's really good to be here. I was born in Cook. You know where Cook is, right? And there was a hospital there one time in 1957. And I was born there. And the Ojibwe word for Cook is Oshawa. It means both sides. Tune on my guitar, that's what I was doing. children when the buffalo returned as children. The birds fall down, fall like rain. The birds fall down, fall like rain. For all, let's hear some flute and some drums. Keep rhythm with Chaz, okay? Nico, let's do a little dance. Quiet, quiet, quiet. And keep the rhythm, but quiet. That's important. Music is dynamics. That's what we did. Went from loud to real quiet. So we'll practice it again, okay? We'll go real loud and we'll go real quiet. Louder. Louder. Okay, ready? Quiet. Bonjour, bonjour, bon appétit, bon appétit. On est le G.I.I. Let me know I need the what you're buying. I need the what you're buying. I need desire. When the buffalo return as children. That's what we're singing. When the buffalo return as children. When the buffalo return as children. When the buffalo return as children. Birds fall down, fall like rain. Listen to Sam sing. Birds fall down, fall like rain. Okay, the next song we're gonna do is a song called Fry Bread, okay? Remember it? And two parts of it. One part is like we clap along like this, you know, like we're making a tortilla. And the second part is you got to answer me back if I say, fry bread. Fry bread. If I say, peaky bread. Peaky bread. If I bark like a dog, like woof, woof, woof. Bark like a little dog. Okay. Okay, you guys know it. Yeah, come on up, Principal. He's gonna play his guitar. We're in the key of G. Want to see the Principal play guitar? And then the next part is you gotta sing these notes. Those are the Eagles. If you sing them notes, you fly like this, okay? Whoa! And then some, if you don't want to fly, clap along. He said that you said, he said that you said, you said, she said that he said, you said, she said that he said, you said, she said. All I'm asking for, fry bread, fry bread, fry bread, fry bread, fry bread, fry bread. Wants to settle down out on the edge of town, far from the neon lights, under the stars so bright. The fire glows and flickers between the cactus prickers, out on the edge of town. He wants to settle down. All I'm asking for, fry bread. His cornbread. She likes his peaky bread. He likes his sopapillas. She likes her jalapeno pepper bread. McQuazy gun. Bannock bread. Boo-boo bread. Practice getting real loud and real soft, okay? Fry bread, fry bread, fry bread, fry bread. That's not. I gotta tell a story. See, a long time ago, fry bread was illegal. So we had these illegal fry bread gatherings in Cook. At the school. And they were like a little herd of buffalo. They started to grow and grow, and pretty soon the state wanted a piece of the fry bread, so they passed the fry bread laws, like the Fry Bread Removal Act, the Trail of Grease. And they hired military people like Colonel Sanders and Captain Crunch. But then born to the people was the the Friarbird Messiah. They went around as hoop dancers and taught the people, use the strongest medicine we have as people, and that's love. Fried bread, fried bread, fried bread, fried bread, fried bread. He likes his cornbread batty, tortillas hot fanatic, tiki bread or poppers or pumpernickel, oven bread or rye bread with a pickle, croissants and pastry, taste tasty. He doesn't seem to mind 8 mile long fry bread line, 'cause we're all the same inside. We need fried bread all the time. All I'm asking for, yeah, they got a really good boot dance. Should we go to that song? Yeah, then we'll let them off. Okay, because of our short time, we're going to do one song we call the Hoop Dance Extravaganza. And you'll see these hoop dancers. And then we're going to let the class out, and then maybe with the older people, we'll sing one more song for you. That was my word, too. Kind of G-A-C-D, G-A-C-D, and then turns around, C-D, but just watch me, just, okay. Okay, you guys, if you see something that they do, give them a hand. How many push-ups you guys want? At least 4? All right. Yeah. 4? 4 times? Okay. Make sure that's loud, all right? Ready? Go to hell. circuit of an Indian dream. We don't get old, we just get younger. When we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian cars. Let's get loud, come on. Go ahead, hey, oh, hey, hey, go ahead, hey, oh, hey, hi, hey, 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 hey. Go ahead, hey, oh, hey, hey, hi. Go ahead, hey, oh, hey, hi, hey, 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 hey. Go ahead, hey, oh, hey, hey, we're on a circuit of an Indian dream. We don't get old, we just get younger. When we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian cars. Hoka, hey! We're on a circuit of an Indian dream. We don't get old, we just get younger. When we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian car. Hoka! Riding in our Indian car. Let's get loud. Riding in our Indian cars. We're riding in our Indian car. Thank you. That's our program today.